Hey, this is Jonna, the Preppy Crafty Girl, and I have been challenged by Dee Dee Willingham here on YouTube to show you guys how I plant my pineapple tops and how I have pineapples growing from year to year just from cutting off the tops of a pineapple. Now I'm going to be holding the camera, so I apologize for the motion or motion sickness. I'm going to try to keep it as steady as I can. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to buy a organic, not been frozen or refrigerated pineapple. And I got this one from a fresh market here in Florida. So wherever you can pick up a fresh pineapple, one that hasn't been frozen or refrigerated and is organic, you can then plant the top and you will get a pineapple. If you've ever planted the pineapple tops and have failed at it, it's probably because your pineapple was refrigerated or frozen at one time. So what you want to do is you're going to take a really super sharp knife and you're just going to go ahead and just cut off approximately about 1/4 of an inch maybe below the head. So I'm going to do that and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, so that leaves you with the top, and I go ahead and trim it down and just have a little bit of the pineapple attached to the green part or the crown of the pineapple. So now I'm going to take you outside and show you the difference between when you plant this in the ground and then what it looks like when you get a pineapple. Okay, so here I am outside, and this is the pineapple coming up in the middle of the crown of what's called the crown, and then this one was a shooter. So after a couple of years, it takes about 3 years. That's been my experience. After I plant this in the ground, it takes about 3 years to get that. So after that comes out, once you take the pineapple off, you're going to get what's called a shooter, and you're going to see something like this growing off what I call like the mama plant. So you'll have something that looks like that but smaller, and you just twist and snap it off, and then you just plant it in the ground like I'm going to do that one. Okay, all you're going to do is dig a hole in the dirt, and you're going to just set that down in there. You're going to cover it, and then take a little bit of water and water it a little bit, and then in 3 years you're going to have that. This I just took off. This was a shooter off of another plant, and this one will take 1 year. So 1 year for a shoot, 3 years for a crown straight off the pineapple. And that's it. That's as easy as it is, and I have it in a kind of sunny spot, and it gets afternoon sun. The ones I have planted in the front get the morning sun, and they're in a pot too, and I've grown them in a pot. Now I had a big mama plant that has didn't produce a pineapple because somebody stole the pineapple off the top and they didn't cut it off. They didn't take it properly, so it didn't produce any shoots, and I can show you that. So what I ended up doing was, or it produced a shoot but didn't produce a pineapple this year, sadly. So I went ahead and just tucked it in there and planted it in the ground just to try to see what kind of but see, you can see how the dried pieces in there. That's because when they cut the pineapple off, they left that stalk thing, and I've got to go and get something strong that I can cut it off with, because that stalk has to come out in order for there to be space to have another pineapple the next year. So when I go to cut my pineapples, I will come and do another film. But that's how easy it is. So why don't you give it a try? Okay, these are the ones I have growing in the front, And this is a shooter from the plant from last year, and this is the pineapple, an original pineapple head. So I think this one's probably about maybe 4 years old. This is its second pineapple, but it's starting, you can see it's got a nice little flower going in there. And then I took the shoot off of it and I planted it down in here. So you just stick it in the ground and it grows.